Here's exactly how I would land my first client as a new videographer, even if I had no portfolio, in under 10 minutes. It's honestly the age-old question of anybody who's starting any type of business in the world: how do I get people to pay me for doing this? There are a couple factors that play into this that really apply to any business, especially service-based industries, that will help you land your first client. And these are things that simply have just worked for me. One quick success story: the very first client that ever responded to a cold email that I sent, I'm actually still in business with them. I've been in business with them for years now, and I've grown my business as a result of that contract that all started from one cold email out of like 300 cold emails that I sent. They're friends of mine now. I've learned a lot from them in terms of financial investing and retirement planning, and then I provide a service for them too. I even remember what they said back. It was something like, "Okay, we'll bite. Would you like to meet with us?" And that led to an About Us video for their website. That then led to an Instagram package for 10 Reels, which then led to a monthly retainer, which is still going today. So I tell you that story because yes, it's great for me and my business, but it is possible, and it's actually not that hard to get your first client and then even turn those clients into recurring clients through retainer packages or other types of business as well. So you're in the right place. You're probably doing the right thing already. You might just need a couple details to fine tune how you're looking for clients and where you're expecting to find them, how you're communicating with them, things of that nature. But I guarantee you can get your first client really easily if you just watch the rest of this video. Okay, so number one is to be professional enough to be trusted. You don't need a top-level cinema camera. Honestly, if you have like a mirrorless camera and a microphone, even something like this, you're probably ready to go. Most clients aren't going to ask what kind of camera you're using or what kind of movies your camera has made in big picture. What they really want to know is, can you provide what they need at an acceptable quality? Can you scratch that itch that they can't scratch themselves? That's where, as a service-based industry like a videographer, you come in. You come in with expertise, knowledge, gear, pre-production, post-production, all these things that the average business owner, average person doesn't know how to do, doesn't have time to do. And you say, if you exchange this amount of dollars, I will give you this service. That's essentially being an entrepreneur. So you don't need the best gear in the world. Again, clients probably don't even know the names of the cameras or lenses or microphones that you're using. They want to see previous work. They want to see success. They want to see solutions to problems. And again, if you just have a mirrorless camera, even an iPhone, you could probably get business filming things if you know how to talk to clients, if you know what you're doing, or if you know how to work your gear. So don't worry too much about the exact gear you have. Worry about coming across as a professional, somebody who knows what they're talking about. You're comfortable talking to clients, and you can provide what they're looking for and need. And the second one, this is a really important one, but you can do it at home today. You can start right after this video is over, and that is to become an expert in the gear that you do have. So maybe you don't have the best camera out there. I don't have the best camera out there, but you can become an expert in what you do have. And all you have to do to accomplish that is go on YouTube, go on Google, start watching tutorials, start to understand, and this is a really important thing, start to understand concepts around things. So rather than just learning about like, okay, whose settings am I going to copy, or whose presets can I just buy and drop into my audio editor to make things sound great, start to learn conceptually how framing works, how lighting works, how exposure works. That's what I call the cinematic trinity. If you learn those three things, framing, lighting, exposure, you'll be golden with your equipment. You'll know how to use it. You'll know how to set up beautiful shots. You'll never overexpose, underexpose, things like that. So before you go and show up at a client, make sure you know how to use your equipment, but also be an expert in it. Don't just be somebody who got a camera, I learned how to turn it on, and I copied someone's settings off YouTube. Actually go and take even just an hour tonight and type in how to master exposure for videography, how to master framing for videography. Look at some of the videos on my channel that cover some of these things. I know it's a new channel, so it's missing some of that stuff right now, but becoming an expert in your gear is A, going to produce better videos, and B, when you show up to shoot your first video, they're going to see that you're an expert, and they're going to notice that you're not fumbling around with equipment, you're not unsure, you're confident, you're happy, you're smiling, you're not worried or like sweating bullets or anything like that, because you know exactly what you're doing. And a great way to practice that is to just do a trial shoot, whether that be with friends or with yourself. You could set up a camera, light, and a microphone just like I'm doing and practice filming things to see what works and see what doesn't work. If you have a friend with a small business, or you know somebody who owns a gym or is a personal trainer, or it really could be any business at all, you could even just go to them and say, hey, I just started my video marketing business and I'm looking to build my portfolio. Would I be able to do a free video for you in exchange for a referral? And this brings us into talking about pricing for your first client. Nobody wants to scare away a client with price ever. I still feel that today after being in business for 6 years. And sure, maybe charging $100, $200, $300 will be nice just to get some money in your pockets, but sometimes you also just have to say, I'm going to do this for free. I'm going to do this for a friend just to get the portfolio content, because that portfolio content is then what you are going to attach to your cold emails when you send them to local clients who need your service. Your cold emails will be a lot more effective if you attach a video that says, here's exactly what your video is going to look like. And here's a really easy example. Say you're a videographer and you're looking to land your first client. I would go on Google Maps, look for small businesses within 1 mile of my house. I'd go check out their websites. Any of them that doesn't have an About Us video that is basically highlighting the business, how they came to be, who their owner is, what their passion is, what they do. Any small business within 1 mile of me that does not have one of those videos, I'm calling, walking in, or emailing, and I would say, hey, I noticed you don't have an About Us video. I'm a new video marketer. I'm actually less than a mile away from you. Would you mind if I shot over and filmed one for you completely free of charge? I would love to provide that for you in exchange for a referral to somebody else you might know who needs one. Chances are they're going to say yes. Everybody wants something free. But if you could attach a previous About Us video that you made to that email and say, here's what your video is going to look like, that will go a lot farther than just a blank cold email. So sometimes you're going to have to do some free work. I still do free work occasionally, even after being in business for 6 years, whether it be for a friend just to help them out or to step into a new niche that I'm trying to explore. And you don't have to feel ready to start. I still don't feel ready for things. I have a new retainer client that I just booked, and my first thought was, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for this. Even though I've been shooting videos for 6 years, shoot all kinds of weddings, commercial, short films, all those things, I still get that feeling of I'm not ready for this. You just need to be good enough. And over time, you'll build that confidence, and you'll even be able to speak to your own insecurity and say, I know I feel like I'm not ready, but if I just look at my past work, if I just look at the hurdles that I've jumped over to get to where I'm at today, I can do this. Like, that goes a really long way as well. You just need to be good enough to deliver that first project, and it's not going to be your best work. Just get that in your head now. Your first project is not going to be your best work. I look back on my first projects and I want to close my computer and retire because they're so bad. That's to be expected though. Anytime you try something new, you start something new, you're going to be worse when you first start out versus 5, 6, 10, 15 years later. I can tell you from experience, the things that I was worried about in my first year are now pieces of cake to me in my 6th year. But there are still things right now that worry me, that freak me out, that stress me out, that I'm sure in 5 years I'll be like, why was I so worried about those things? So understand that every part of the stage of being an entrepreneur, owning a business, being a video marketer, looking for your first client, every part of that journey is going to come with moments of insecurity, moments where you feel like you're not ready, moments where you think you're in shoes that are too big for you. You just need to be good enough to deliver the project to the client. So don't get ahead of yourself. Don't worry too much about the gear that you have or that there's somebody out there that's better than you. There's always going to be somebody out there that's better than you. You just need to be good enough to deliver the project for your client. Also, in that starting range, when you're not getting clients, you don't have lead generation or anything like that, it can be really hard to close that first sale. Sometimes you can do things that are unscalable just to get that client. What do I mean by that? I mean sending a 30-second video to all those small businesses in the area instead of an email, instead of walking in or calling them, actually making a little video that says, hey, my name's Pete. I live right around the corner from you, and I just wanted to introduce myself. I know you're closed today, so I decided to make a video, send it over to you guys. This is what I do. Here's what I make. I'd love to do one for you for free. You can't do that for every client, but sending somebody a 30-second personalized introduction video might help you land that first sale, that first project, whatever it might be. Or like I said, offering a free shoot just to get content to build your portfolio, that's unscalable. You can't shoot free videos as a business owner, but early on, or if you're exploring a new niche, shooting something for free is a great way to see how hard it is to film that type of content, to see if you're capable of it, see if you even like it, see if it's marketable, things like that. And one other thing that you can do to help land your first client is to just network. I say this a lot. People won't know what you do or how good you are at it if you don't post, talk about it, tell people about it, ask people about what they need, things like that. So make sure your family knows what you do. Make sure your closest friends know what you do. Make sure the people you work out with or train with or go shopping with or play sports with, bring it up in casual conversation. Ask them for advice. Hey, I just started a video marketing agency. I know you own a business. Do you have any advice for somebody who's just starting a new business? Just saying something like that. Yes, you'll get some advice from them, but you're also now planting seeds in their heads like, hey, this guy has a video marketing business. So networking is something that I hate because I don't really like talking to people I don't know, but it is something that goes miles and miles farther, even than like paid ads sometimes or viral videos sometimes. Networking should be a lifestyle thing that you do. You're always looking to talk to people about what you do, talking to people about what they do, and just building relationships in a genuine and authentic way, not just always working to the sale, but actually just get to know people, be a friendly human being, be good at what you do, be looking to help people people, to meet people halfway. That will go a long way in growing your business over time, and it'll also go a long way in developing your character as a business owner and a person over time as well, which is just as important, to be a man, woman of character, upstanding in your community, society, giving back when you can, things like that. So I know that's a lot. I promise you, if you practice those things, start sending 50, 60, 70 cold emails in a day. Reach out to local people. Don't worry too much about your gear. Network as much as possible. Give away a free video if you have to. You will land a client. There is somebody in your town right now that needs a video that can't afford it, and they're just waiting for someone like you to email them or to stop in or to give them a call and give them that offer. I promise you, there is somebody in your town waiting for you right now. And once you've delivered that first project, the one after becomes easier, and the one after that becomes even easier. And over time, you'll get better at talking to people about what you do, offering your services to people who need it, pricing things right, developing lead generation tactics that actually have people coming to you instead of you coming to them. That stuff will come. You just need to get over that first hurdle, and honestly, probably the hardest hurdle of landing your first client. But I promise you, if you apply the things in this video, you will land your first client with no problem. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope it helped you. Please do me a favor and just hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if this helped you at all. Share it with somebody else who's looking to land their first lead as well. It'll go a long way. I will see you in the next video.